got a little bit of lower testosterone. Obviously, you've been dieting for a long period of time, so that's kind of, well, you've just been under eating for a long period of time. That's really what it is. You know what I mean?
It had vanilla beans on top.
Well, no, like the little tiny vanilla balls, whatever you call them.
Vanilla balls. Provolone cheese and pickles, grilled onions, and then watch out for these people. I can't get my mouth. Oh my god. Was that worth $40? All right, we're at the gym, and I don't want to be at the gym, but. What's wrong with me?
We're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Everything for the most part looks pretty good. It's just your alkaline phosphatase is a little bit low, so obviously that's just some deficiency issues somewhere, and we're gonna figure that out. Got a little bit of lower testosterone. Obviously, you've been dieting for a long period of time, so that's kind of, well, you've just been under eating for a long period of time. That's really what it is. Thyroid's a little bit sluggish too, so just your active thyroid hormone's a little low.
But there's nothing there that you think would cause my headaches?
Nothing that's really standing out, because all your nutrients look great. There's not an issue there. Your alkaline phosphatase is definitely low, so that's somewhere in your body just feels like it's getting an insufficient amount of some type of nutrients, or not absorbing it properly. I mean, when I look at the volume of your cells and the width and the radius, like they're definitely a little bit off. So the cells themselves are a little strange. So
I have sickle cell anemia.
No, you don't have sickle cell anemia. I'll have to take a look at this later in a little bit more depth, but yeah, it just looks like the worst things that I see here is your testosterone's very low. It's just because, like I said, you've been under eating for a long period of time. Your estrogen's fine. Your just progesterone's a little bit low too, but you don't supplement with the chasteberry anymore like you should be. And then your thyroid, yeah, that was the other big thing too. A little sluggish, but again, just under eating for a long period of time, that's gonna happen. That's pretty much it. Everything else looks great, which is surprising. I thought it was gonna be worse.
Thanks.
And your cholesterol, okay, yeah, your cholesterol is a little bit higher than normal.
What would be causing that?
I mean, you eat a lot of processed food. You eat a lot of omega-6 like processed food, and that's really what it's going to be, like oxidization of these fatty acids like that more than anything. Your good cholesterol is a little bit lower too, but you don't take omega-3s to a significant degree. You don't eat any omega-3s generally too well either. So that's pretty much it. So we'll fix that too.
Moral of the story, I'm not dying, but there's definitely issues and deficiencies going on. So if you're someone who doesn't get blood work or whatever, I would highly recommend getting blood work at least minimum once a year, especially if you're, even if just you don't work out, like just get blood work done. If you have questions on a lot of that stuff, you could always ask Sir Daniel. And now that we've just looked at my blood work and we know what bad things are going on, we're gonna go get donuts. So today, obviously,
more cholesterol.
Yeah, more cholesterol. But today, obviously, is
I got it.
it's like he's never driven a car before.
No, I drive a manual.
My car has this, but like it looks completely different. You have to press a button and then go in the direction. Every single time this kid can't figure it out, and he doesn't know how to park. You just press this P button.
You gotta press multiple buttons at once.
Pecker.
I drive a manual. It's so much easier.
Cool, bro. Yeah, today is obviously it's the weekend, so you guys know it's my weekly Q&A. This is the second episode of it. You guys loved the first one, so I figured why not do it again. I'm gonna take you guys through my day, but I'm also going to insert the questions just like we did last time. So it's a vlog, but it's also a Q&A. So if you haven't already, drop a like button, make sure you're subscribed, drop a comment, how's your day going? Today it is Friday. We're in Chicago for a family wedding. If you watched my last vlog, you already know that. But if you're new here, you don't. My name is Kayla, also known as Kaylofit. Freaking fit. I was born and raised outside of Chicago in the suburbs, and we are in Bolingbrook right now. This is where me and Dan met, and kind of where my whole fitness journey actually started was at the gym over here in Bolingbrook. So it's gonna be cool if we drive past places, I'll show you guys, but also we're going to our favorite donut shops. These are our favorite donut places, and honestly, this is what mine and his, I just saw Cardinal. If you guys know Cardinals obviously signify usually people you lose in your life. Yeah, what was I saying? Donuts. So you guys are gonna kind of see a little bit of like where Kaylofit started, this journey. I'm gonna answer some Q&As and also questions and answers. I'm gonna answer some questions, and it's gonna kind of be like a mukbang day vlog with Q&A. So let's get into the motherfucking video, bitch. That's not recording, you fucking.
Now it's recording.
I would have had a whole clip and it would have been nothing. All right, we are at our first location. So this is We're going to Fire Cakes. This is technically what I remember from Fire Cakes Donuts is, what location was it at?
It was in downtown Chicago.
It was?
Yeah, it was.
So we went to Fire Cakes before. I remember we like parked in the parking lot. I think it like just recently opened, and we only went there like once.
Once.
Yeah, we only went there once. We knew them as having a donut with ice cream in it, right? That's what they were famous for at first?
Actually, no. They had like these tiny little like vanilla custard balls on top. That was the only place that.
Oh, they're vanilla bean.
Vanilla bean,
and
like.
It was like massive.
And it had like little like vanilla beans on top. You know what I mean?
It had vanilla beans on top.
Well, no, like the little tiny vanilla balls, whatever you call them.
Vanilla balls. Okay, it had vanilla balls on top. So we're at Fire Cakes now. We don't have too much time because the man's got to get a haircut at 10:30. We're gonna check out Fire Cakes. We're not gonna go to all these donut shops. Unfortunately, we don't have time, but you guys are gonna see what Fire Cakes is all about. So let's go. Really quick before we walk in, are you gonna look at my face?
Is it recording? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, really quick before we walk in. I'm wearing the Zephyr joggers. I'm wearing these in a size medium. I'm pretty sure they have them in stock still. Code Kayla saves you 10%. This is from Aritzia. This is from Aritzia. These are my Lululemon shoes. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm so strong that I ripped them. But actually, Lululemon reached back out to me and they told me to just come in and they'll give me a free pair. So shout out Lulu for that customer service. All right, let's go get donuts. Hey, they're hiring. You wanna work?
Yes.
I thought they were closed. I was about to fucking cry. Holy shit, look at that.
Pretty good.
Key lime. Shisha. Look at the lemon drop. That's the vanilla balls he was talking about. Well, we haven't been here. Wait, this used to be a tea shop, didn't it? Oh, a tea. Yes, I came here before when it was a tea shop. But I think I was in like high school or college. Wow. Okay, how many are we getting? We need to be realistic here.
I'm gonna get a few.
Let's not overdo it.
I just want to try.
Oh, that's an espresso cream. I thought that was a Boston cream.
You know what you want?
I think I just want like one.
One regular glaze.
Yeah. Thank you. You too.
I've been
You're just swinging those around.
No, they're fine.
So just so you guys know, we used to spend so much money on donuts when we had no money, I won't lie. And so just to like show you guys, we got half a dozen and then we got this one big birthday cake looking donut, which was way overly priced, but whatever, we had to get it for experience. It was $40 with a tip. So yeah, just understand. When I think donut, think like donuts. Like these are donuts, not fucking Dunkin' Donuts. So stop with your or Krispy Kreme. Like get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna start answering some questions. First gym spot ever. So technically, like I grew up playing sports. So my first ever like true gym would probably be the gym in high school, because in high school we had a strength and conditioning class, and if you were a varsity athlete, you had to be in the strength and conditioning class. You couldn't just be a normal gym. So our coaches would give like a weightlifting program for the soccer team or the basketball team, so I played basketball too, to our like teacher, and then our teacher would have our like weightlifting program for that day or whatever. So I technically started lifting in high school for sports, and then in college, same thing. We had a whole weightlifting program in season, off season with training. But my first probably ever like gym would be X-Sport, because when I moved out here, like I didn't really like understand, guys. Like I learned, so I went to school for athletic training, and then I got my certification for, wait, that's the first, guys, this is the first Burger King ever. That's the first Burger King, I'm pretty sure. You guys can't see it as much, but look at it. They like wanted to be like McDonald's almost, you could see. Crazy. I got my degree in athletic training, Bachelor of Science, and I got my certification as a I got my certification as a personal trainer while I was in college on the side. So after college, when I got home and whatever, like there's a whole story there, but when I came back home after living in Miami, I needed to get a job right away. I needed to make money. So I called my local gym, which was Export Fitness in Bolingbrook. The manager who was working there at the time actually went to the same college as me. So I was hired on pretty easily there, but I didn't really have a ton of education. Like you learn about all these things in school, but you don't really know how to apply it. And when it came to personal training, I didn't fully know how to apply it. I just knew I had a passion for fitness, and I knew that I had some education there. Yeah, that was probably my first like gym spot ever. Like was that your first gym too?
Export?
Yeah.
I think so. I I think that was like the first one I ever like actually trained hard at. Yeah, originally. I was at like so many different gyms like in the past, but that was definitely the main one I would always go to for sure.
Yeah. So our first like real gym spot was Export Fitness Bolingbrook. So shout out Export Fitness Bolingbrook. What a gym, huh? What a gym. We are going to Whole Foods to grab some stuff for breakfast, even though we just grabbed donuts. But this is the Whole Foods I would always go to when I lived out here. And then there's Meatheads over there, which Meatheads, if you are in the Naperville area or if you're anywhere that has a Meatheads, go to it. Personally, it's one of my favorite burger joints. I get normal hamburger with provolone cheese and pickles, grilled onions, and then watch out for these people. A1 steak sauce. And it's so freaking good. Their fries are pretty good too, but yeah. And then across the street, you guys can't see it, but all the way over there's Export. That's Export Naperville, which is one of the gyms that we would train at as well, which is like 15-20 minutes down the road. But when I think of that gym, I just think of your motorcycle accident, so I just try not to think about it at all. That's the Walmart I used to go buy all my foods for bodybuilding from when I lived out here. Shout out Walmart. That's crazy. All right, we are about to eat the meal before we eat the donuts. It's just protein and it has fat as well. This has been like my normal go-to protein base in the morning. You guys saw in my previous video. So I have 2 beef patties. It's 93.7, I think. Organic beef, some fruit. I don't really like all of these fruits. I'll probably just eat the strawberries and the blues. We got those because fiber.
Hey, you need to eat your fruit, you know? It's healthy.
Okay. He's got similar just with eggs and then fruit. And then we got le donis. All right, about to dive into donuts, but I wanted to answer another question. Would you move back to Chicago? So I feel like I talked about this before in like a vlog when I was in Chicago. I'm pretty sure it's titled I'm Moving to Chicago. I want to get to a place where I can afford like a condo in the city because I love this city more than anything. Like how fast paced it is and there's just so much you could do. You could walk everywhere and it's just gorgeous. I love the architecture in Chicago. So I went to get to a place where I could buy a condo down there and visit in like the summer, fall-y months. But when it gets too cold, like dip. You know what I mean? I just don't like the cold. That leads me into the next question, which is why did you leave? Like what made you want to leave Chicago? One, I think being stuck in the same environment for so long, you will just become those people that are in that environment. And in my head, what I was surrounded by was just people doing the same shit and not really chasing their dreams in a way. So I had to get out of where I was at in order to experience there's more out there. You know, I don't have to follow society. Like I don't have to just get married and have kids and work a 9 to 5, as well as I hate the cold. So I just keep going more south, you know, going from here to Georgia and out of Texas. So yeah, those are my biggest things there. So let's eat some donuts. Donut! Look at this cake. This donut was fucking $12. Like that is stupid. It's just 2 donuts on top and they put extra chocolate and white balls.
Boing balls?
White balls.
Oh, they said boing balls.
They put boing balls on it. You can't bite into that. Like you can. That's insane, bro. That espresso one's gonna taste crazy. Soft.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It's okay. I cannot get over that this is $12. Okay, like I keep bitching about it. Okay, cheers.
Yep. Oh my god, it's spilling over.
I can't get my mouth. Oh my god.
It's pretty good though.
Not $12 worth of good. Well, this is white fancy balls. It's just 2 glazed donuts, bro. So fucking sprinkle. I'm over it. I'm a 1-2 bite whore, and then I just want to move on to the next one. I get some napkin. What would you rate that?
Taste wise?
Yeah, it just tastes like a glazed donut.
Yeah, I mean I give it like a 7, 8 out of 10.
I don't know about that.
As for like presentation, I give it like an 8 and a 9.
Okay, moving on. This is an espresso. Ooh.
Espresso cream.
Chunky.
Chunky da tomato.
Chunky da tomato.
Drake and Josh fan.
Drake and Josh. Ooh. Cheers.
Oh wow.
I like that. Whoa.
It was strong.
I like that. I just ate the cream. That's it. Oh my god. Oh sheesh. Whoa, this might be the best one. Look at this. Let me show you guys some details of this bitch. Shawty looks nice. My best one. This is gonna all fuck me up so bad. Oh my god, I can already feel it. That's good. I like that a lot. That's a one. It's a cinnamon roll, but I like it. Core childhood memories with friends or brothers. There's two. Yeah, there's a lot of significant ones. One for sure. I remember we shared this one skateboard. It was like a really nice skateboard. I was a big skateboarder back then. I had dreams going pro. And me and my brothers shared one board. And I remember like we were skating in the driveway, and I think it was me and Brandon. He like left it in the middle of the driveway, and my dad ran it over with the fucking car, and then that was it. We didn't have a skateboard. The other one is I remember I was abused as a child. My brother jokingly, we were having airsoft fights in the backyard, and my brother had a bunch of friends over. He had like an airsoft gun, and he like jokingly like put it up to my head, and like the clip wasn't in there, but it was cocked, so there was still a bullet in there, and he shot it, and it literally, he had it on my head, and I had a massive welt on my head, and then we got every single airsoft gun in the house thrown out. We were never allowed to play with them again. So, and then another one, I got thrown like an ice snowball at my face and walked in the house with just blood all over the face. Yeah, I was abused as a child, so.
Horrible times.
Those are all my childhood memories. What about you?
It was very refreshing.
Whoa!
It hits you hard, the berry. Very citrusy, sour and sweet.
It's good, but it's too much for me. That was strong. Holy crap. That was very fresh fruit. I really want to try the key lime one. What was one of the strictest rules your parents had, or which you hated the most? If I'm being totally honest, I was the least with rules because I was the best child. My brothers were horrible, just like fucking savages. So by the time my parents got to me and I was the only girl, they're like, this child could do no wrong, you know? And I did no wrong. Sure, I had my ups and downs, but I was a very good kid growing up. And for that reason, really didn't have rules. I think the one thing that was the best rule for me and has taught me and made me who I am today is like my father would never just give me anything. I had to work for anything. So if I wanted like $5 to go to the gas station and buy candy or get a soda pop with my friends, I had to clean the house, or I had to wash the paintbrushes because my dad's a painter. Like I had to do like so many different things in order for me to have that money. And because of that, I have such an amazing work ethic, and I know that I won't be able to get anything in my life unless I work my ass off for it. So I'm like blessed for that. I guess that would be the strictest rule I had. Like I did whatever I wanted. I like swore, burped. my mom would get mad, but like I just kind of did whatever, you know? But yeah. What about you? Did you have any like strict rules?
I can't even remember. I mean, probably the biggest ones was just that we were not having any bad food in the house at all, you know, completely contradictory of what your house was.
Yeah, I grew up on mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese and whole milk.
Yeah, we had none of that. Just organic, clean, whole food, and didn't have any of that, you know, any bad foods in the house. So obviously I'd have to branch out, go to my friend's house and try to smack a bunch of Pop-Tarts.
It's good, but
it's not bad.
It's like whatever. Did you have any pets growing up? Yeah, so I've always had a cat my whole life. I've gone through so many cats. I don't mean like gone through as like I fucking killed him or something, but first cat, I picked him up out of a box. So I actually grew up, and you could Google this if you want, you'll find where I lived, but I grew up behind, in front of Big Run Wolf Ranch in Lockport, Illinois. So my backyard was like caged in wolves and bears and like crazy animals. So I grew up around these animals and like held them and played with them when they were babies. And so they had a box of kittens dropped off, and I was a child, like very baby, and I picked Simba, his name is Simba, I picked him out of a box, and he was like the best fucking cat ever. I had him till I was like 14, and then my dad just like put him down without telling me, and I like came home and my cat was just like fucking gone, and I was like, where's Simba? My dad pointed into the backyard. And this was at just my dad's house. My parents divorced when I was young. And he points in the backyard, and there's a fucking tree house, and he's like, that's him, he's buried in the ground right there. And I just fucking cried for days. Yeah, that was like my best. That was like, he was the best, but I've gone through so many cats. And then now I just have like Max and Patoon, and he has Lofi and Rim Rim. So I don't think I'll always have cats. I've always wanted like a dog. He's wanted a dog too, but like we just love our babies so much. And I think if we bring a dog in, it's just not gonna be good. So I don't know. He had no animals growing up. Not even like a fucking like lizard or something. Like he had nothing. Pet rock.
Parents are not a fan of pets at all.
This is like their OG donut.
It just needs to be like warmed and turned soft, you know?
Yeah.
That's really what it's missing. Like here, this one, I can just warm it.
I'm like really over it. I feel like I'm gonna poop myself.
Take like one bite of each.
This is what I do every time, guys. When I like have like a cheat day, I literally just take one bite of everything and then I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking full. I never really eat that much food. Probably answer more questions later. I think we're gonna try and go to the gym here in a little bit. We're gonna chill. We're watching the movie Father Stew. It's actually really good. We clicked it and we were like not sure, but it's actually a really good movie on Netflix, so check it out. But we'll try this. I'll try the glaze for you.
This is the neutral one. Yeah, you have to try this one everywhere you go.
Yeah, his rule is you have to get a glazed donut at every new donut place because that's what tells you if it's a good donut place. It's always based off their glazed, so.
All right, it's a little warm. It's not super hot.
This feels just like Krispy Kreme.
Okay, try it. No, it's bigger. It's way bigger.
Yeah, but doesn't it? It legit feels just like Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, it's light. It's fluffier, way fluffier.
Yeah, but it's not as sweet as Krispy Kreme. Overall,
favorite cinnamon?
Yeah, my favorite was probably the cinnamon roll one. I'm a sucker for cream cheese, and I just like cinnamon rolls. And I like the espresso one a lot. That was like a hidden gem. Stan's Donuts, which is where we wanted to go, way better than Fire Cakes. Do Right Donuts as well is very high up. Fire Cakes they're not as good as I remember, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're like, okay.
Was that worth $40? If you ask me, no. If you ask him,
no.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah. Well,
I'd say like 20 maybe.
Yeah, you win some, you fucking lose some. Or you just lose them all. That's what I always say. But we're gonna chill. I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, we're at the gym, and I don't want to be at the gym, but it is what it is. I've trained here before. This used to be Dan's home gym for a little bit in Naperville. It's actually really, really nice. It's way better than Export, in my opinion. Freak you, Export. But we're starting off. We're doing a leg day, so I'll just show you guys a little bit of it, and then we'll get back to the regular scheduled video. All right, moving on to leg press. I'm not the biggest fan of this leg press, and my hips and legs are really tight, but we're just gonna make do with what we can. Probably just do 4 plates on each side and just push some weight. I clearly did not record the whole workout because I just forgot and I just like didn't want to be there anymore. And that's okay, you're gonna have days where that happens, and today was one of those days and it just happens a little more often. Yeah, other than that, we got moving. That's all that matters. Now we're gonna go to dinner. Show you guys probably what I eat there. But I think I'm about to order these shoes. Oh God, you guys just got so close to my face. I think I'm gonna order these shoes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll either have already bought them or I haven't. They're sick. It looks like denim jeans. Like, I'm a fan. You guys can let me know your opinion, but either way, I think I'm gonna buy them. They're only like 200, so I'm a big fan. So you might see them on my feet next time, like these.